All right. So Floyd Mayweather Jr. getting caught up in the P. Diddy-ish drama and looks like he could be facing a lawsuit. Also, scandalous, bubbling rumors about some nefarious activities that people suspect will be coming to light soon. This is the day of Diddy, believe it. Let's get into that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to talk about one of the greatest fighters of all time, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who is embroiled in a lot of drama right now. And I have to tell you, there was some stuff that was said that was pretty shocking, allegations made about him, and we'll discuss them. But we'll discuss them in the sense that, man, we live in a really, really wild world. And you absolutely have to be on your P's and Q's because life is a marathon. It is not a sprint. Now, before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you guys so much for your continued support, for continuing to support. But let's get into this. All right, so first and foremost, let's talk about this lawsuit that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has up on him. There are, my understanding, some strippers in a dance club that are suing him for non-payment in a class action suit. So, of course, that reminds a lot of people of what is going on with Diddy beforehand, Puff Daddy, before everything really started hitting the skids. So I was looking and doing my research about what was going on with that. I'm not going to really make too much of it. There's a lot of people saying that, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is having money problems and, rumors about him being stuck in Dubai. He just had a, video put out where he moved out of the big boy mansion. I think he has several mansions. So he moved out of the big boy mansion, which means, that is basically looks like what's going on with Floyd. It could be the following. And I think this is something that everybody goes through when they retire. You just go through it. Floyd just retired earlier, right? That your income comes down. So you're going to have to scale down a little bit. You're going to have to downsize unless you're extremely wealthy and you have enough money where you can really afford to keep everything you have going, just going without that job or that extra, that same source of income coming in. It's tough on everybody. Most people have to downsize. You have a big house. You have 3 or 4 kids, 5 kids, and you needed all those rooms. So you say, hey, man, and this is a lot of house to be keeping up. The wear and tear, the upkeep on the house, that becomes a lot, right? He's got a big jet. That jet, the upkeep on that jet, the upkeep on all these mansions. Hey, man, it gets to be kind of heavy on your pocket. But guess what? People start doing. People figure, hey, man, well, I'll adjust how I spend. I will downsize my life. And hey, man, I'll be back out cool, kicking it. The fact of the matter is Floyd Mayweather Jr. is never, ever going to starve. So all the talk about that to me is like, whatever, really. Yeah, you can look at him, selling a house. You can look at him selling a jet if he wound up selling his jet, or he starts consolidating and liquidating properties and all of that. Hey, man, that's just him becoming mature and moving in to the age of an acceptance and an understanding that it could be just an acceptance of an understanding that, hey, man, I'm pushing 50 years old. I don't need all this stuff. I got grandkids and I want more grandkids. This is kind of where I'm going in my life. And I think that's hopefully that's what it is with Floyd. I know that he's had a lot of different exhibitions he was trying to do. I haven't paid for a lot of them. I haven't heard people really talk about the exhibitions that he's had. So, money could be funny. However, when you pay for a ton of stuff in cash and it's still there, you can get rid of that stuff and he'll be just fine, man. No doubt. Definitely has all kind of ways that he'll be perfectly fine as long as this second part is not going on. Now, the Diddy part of this for me, and the part that I'm not going to talk about, too much, but other than to just kind of say what's being said about him, because of what's going on with Sean Combs, what's going on with what happened with Bill Cosby. There's always a celebrity that's going to be that's up in the news with some salacious stuff. Floyd, now people are saying that he could have had something to do with the passing of his significant other or his ex-girlfriend, Josie Harris, the mother of two of his kids, the woman that he did have to serve some time in jail behind because of, some domestic violence issues. I've also known some people that have been, fairly close to Floyd. And, it has been said that Floyd will fly off and he will put his hands on you if you mess around with him. So it's not completely, unheard of that type of stuff could happen, right? But to say that, to be so reckless as to try to connect the dots between that lady's passing because she passed away in her car. And they said that, I guess people were saying that she really wasn't somebody that was using drugs or something like that. That, how could that possibly happen? And they draw a connection between him, her owing Josie Harris like $25 million and him having, being sued or something to pay that, and how that went away when she passed and how he was just quote unquote conveniently out of town. That is just some real reckless stuff, man. Like, I know that the person said it. I saw the video. People showed me the video. I know that stuff is out there and that stuff happens. But that is just really reckless stuff to say about an individual if you don't know for sure. Like the stuff with Diddy, there's a lot of people that were really giving firsthand accounts of what was going on. This particular stuff is really coming out of it's coming out of gyms, and from what it seems, it's coming out of gyms in Las Vegas, which means people that are close to physically close to Floyd Mayweather Jr., but don't know whether or not they actually have any actual inside information on it. But more than anything, I just really hope that stuff's not true. And Floyd is going to be fine with his money. And because, hey, man, that's just what it is, man. You get this, not unusual at all for somebody to, earn a lot of money. And then later on in their life, they have to downscale a little bit. But again, he's achieved so much that it's very, very unlikely that he is ever going to face financial problems that, that really are the type that other people in the real world suffer. I think he's up there on that, but it probably is best for him to kind of settle down a little bit and stop all that drama. He's getting old. But those accusations, I just think those accusations being made on him are extremely, extremely reckless, unfair, and just, really shouldn't be put out there. But I want to put my 2 cents on it in defense of the proposition that you got to charge that man before you start putting that stuff out there on him. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.